personal role. And the elevation! Down the middle. Oh, baby! Are you serious? We need a three. 3 seconds to go. Demario Mayfield throws it up and gets it to go.
24 teams vying for 16 spots. 6 groups playing in 3 countries. A whole lot of hardcore hoops action in store for all basketball fans from Lebanon in West Asia to Samoa in Oceania, from the steppes of Kazakhstan up north to New Zealand down under. Hello Asian basketball fans and welcome to our look at the upcoming final window of the 2021 FIBA Asia Cup Qualifiers. This is FIBA Asia columnist Enzo Flojo, and for today's video, we'll do a preview of the Group F teams in the 2021 FIBA Asia Cup Qualifiers and pick our winners in Group F's remaining matches. It has been a dizzying and turbulent last few days in FIBA Asia, as hosts have pulled out and games have been postponed, but thankfully, after the dust settled, we still have a few groups left standing and ready to play out at least some of their games. We were supposed to look at Group B for this episode, but because all Group B games have been postponed, we will instead look at the games of Group F. After the first 2 windows, Group F is being led by Jordan with 2 wins and 0 losses, good for 4 points. They're followed by Kazakhstan and Palestine, each of which has 1 win and 1 loss so far, good for 3 points. Mired in the cellar is Sri Lanka, winless after 2 games. Take note, however, that Jordan won't play in this window owing to an unfortunate series of COVID-19 positive results. That means that we have only 4 games in store for us in this group, among the 3 remaining teams. And let's begin by taking a look at Sri Lanka. Now, Sri Lanka isn't known as a basketball power, but they've actually competed in 7 previous Asia Cups, the latest in the 2009 edition in Tianjin, China, where the Sri Lankans lost all 5 of their games by an average of 66 points. Thankfully, they did better in the 2021 Asia Cup pre-qualifiers, playing good enough to make it this far. As they dive into action in this coming window, Sri Lanka is hoping to finally break into the win column, though the odds are surely heavily stacked against them. Still, hoping to lead the charge for Sri Lanka are Supun Mudianselage, Clinton Thivakumar, and Pawan Gamage. Supun Mudianselage is currently the team's leading scorer in the qualifiers, putting up 12 points per game. He's a streaky 6'2" shooter, having drained 6 triples in their loss to Palestine last year. Clinton Thivakumar, meanwhile, is a 6-foot guard averaging 2.5 assists per game. Like Supun, Clinton is also a bit of a trigger-happy perimeter player, attempting an average of 13 three-pointers per game. He's also quite streaky, having hit 4 triples in their loss to Jordan. For his part, Pawan Gamage is the team's primary ball handler and second leading scorer with 11 points per game. He's fearless driving to the lane, but extremely turnover prone with 7 turnovers per game. Objectively speaking, Sri Lanka is unlikely to come out with even a single win in the qualifiers, though one has to commend their fighting spirit. I also see that their participation in these games is a strong sign of basketball's growth in their country, and I hope they're going to continue to improve in the years to come. Palestine could be in for a breakout performance in this window, what with the Sakakini brothers leading the way along with their veteran core and a new naturalized player. Now, getting 2 wins would really strengthen their chances of outright qualification to the 2021 Asia Cup. And remember, the last time they played at the Asia Cup was back in 2015, where they actually swept their first round group before crashing out in the second round. Palestine will not be at full strength in this window, as they're going to miss star point guard Omar Krayem, but they should still be a very formidable team with Sani Sakakini, Jamal Abu Shamala, and Kendall Dykes leading the way. Sani Sakakini, of course, is one of the best power forwards in the continent, with a fixture in no less than the Chinese Basketball Association. The 32-year-old 6'8" big man is nicknamed the Beast for good reason, as he is a reliable double-double machine and one of the most explosive players in West Asia. Remember, he dropped 44 points in Kazakhstan in the first window. Jamal Abushamala may already be on the wrong side of 30, but don't let that fool you. The 6'5" wingman remains one of Palestine's main men. He continues to be a versatile forward, as evidenced by his performance in the first window, where he had 7 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block against Kazakhstan. Now expected to break out in a big way for Palestine is new naturalized player Kendall Dykes. Dykes is a Louisiana native and last played pro ball in the Polish Basketball League, averaging around 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists per game for Anwil Włocławek. At 6'4", the lefty should form an explosive tandem with Abushamala at the wings. Palestine is set to play Kazakhstan and Sri Lanka in this window, and I expect them to be the favorites in both matches. Should the Palestinians hold form and book 2 wins, that should give them the inside track in booking a berth for the 2021 FIBA Asia Cup. Also known as the Steppenwolves, Kazakhstan is one of the most decorated teams in this group, having played in 7 of the last 8 Asia Cups and peaking in the 2007 edition, where they barely missed the podium. They're no doubt aiming for a return to the Asia Cup, and with a good balance of seasoned veterans and rising stars, it seems they are ripe for a magical run. The Steppenwolves have already released their pool for this window, and there aren't any major surprises here. 32-year-old veteran Anton Ponomarev should remain an old reliable who will carry the team, along with rising stars Anthony Clemens and Alex Jigglin. Hardcore Asian basketball fans should be familiar with Anton Ponomarev, who was once a promising young star for the Steppenwolves, especially when he led the team to a top 4 finish in the 2007 Asia Cup. He's no longer as explosive as he once was, but the 6'9" Ponomarev remains an integral part of the Kazakhs' frontline rotation, especially given his size and experience. Anthony Clemens is Kazakhstan's designated naturalized player, and he's expected to carry much of the scoring load for the Central Asian squad. The 26-year-old 6'2" guard is currently leading the team in 4 categories, with 17 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and 1 steal per game. Rounding out Kazakhstan's big 3 is 26-year-old 6'8" stretch center Alex Jigglin. Filipinos remember him as the guy who almost single-handedly sank the Philippines in a crucial FIBA World Cup Qualifiers match in 2018, hitting 6 triples en route to 30 points. So far in these qualifiers, Jigglin's numbers have been pedestrian, but with outright qualification on the line, expect him to bring out his A game in this window. The Steppenwolves have as good a roster as they'll have for this window, but even then, that may not be enough to get 3 wins. Still, winning 2 games will strengthen their position and should still put them in a good spot for qualification. The big game, however, will be the one against Palestine. If they repeat over the Palestinians, then that should be enough to get them over the hump. Now here are my game picks for the third window Group F games. On Feb 18, I have Kazakhstan booking an easy win over Sri Lanka. The next day, however, Kazakhstan will likely absorb a tough loss against Palestine, who are looking to pay the Steppenwolves back for their first window defeat. On Feb 21, I expect Palestine to cruise past Sri Lanka. And finally, on Feb 22, Kazakhstan should notch another easy win over the Sri Lankans. Do you agree with these picks? Which players do you think will step up big time in this coming window? Will Palestine bounce back strong against Kazakhstan? Will Sri Lanka play much stronger than before and record a W? Will the Kazakhs formally qualify for the Asia Cup? Put your answers in the comment section below, and if you have any questions that maybe I can answer in the next parts of this series, hit me up on social media by checking out the links in the description. Thank you for watching the third part of this series, and for more about Asian basketball, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon to be notified about newly released videos. Also, check out my column on FIBA.basketball and my other stuff on the Daily Tribune and Tiebreaker Times. Again, the links are in the description. Don't forget to check out part 4 tomorrow, where we continue our group previews of the 2021 FIBA Asia Cup Qualifiers third window, looking at groups D and C. Till then, keep safe and stay excited.